have we allowed a corrosive dialogue in this country within our political system that the Hamas and the Hezbollahs and Iran have been watching, and that suggests that there was a weakening of support for Israel among Americans?
I mean, look, you just have such a poison politics in our country right now where everybody's looking for advantage in every situation. You can support the plight of Palestinians on a human level or on a policy level, as you say. But I don't know how that winds up becoming that you support Hamas, which is a terroristic organization, does not really support the interests of the Palestinians except to the extent that they can use them. The idea of, well, what about what's happening to the Palestinians? I've never covered a story where Israel went in and shot up babies on purpose and went and found innocents, non-combatants, citizens, and did horrible things to them for sport, to brag about it. So I think that this is not an even playing field. Now you have this reaction, oh, there's no power, there's no water, the people there are being punished. That's on Hamas. And how long and how deep Israel's allies allow it to go is an open question. But we've never seen anything like this before, Andrew. I mean, even 9/11, they didn't leave with a bunch of our people.
Yeah, it's a false moral equivalency to in any way compare, well, I'm pro-Palestinian as a matter of policy, and therefore I see a justification in what Hamas did. Hamas is pure evil, brutal, savagery. You're raping women, you're killing babies. There is no possible rationale in a semi-civilized society that would tolerate such behavior or equate that at all with policy differences. There's no doubt there's a good argument to be made that this situation needed a solution long before. It's gone on decades before any of us. The situation in Gaza is and has been very bad for a long time. That was the argument when I was in the Clinton administration, that you're going to need a two-state solution that has opportunity on the Palestinian side. There has to be a future besides rock and sand, right? So that's been an ongoing discussion. And I can see people being frustrated with that discussion. Yeah. But how you then take that position and look at this situation and say, well, I can understand why this happened. No, you can't understand why this happened. You can't understand why they beheaded babies. You can't understand why they raped women.
I totally get it. And that's what's so shameful about hearing it that way. And I got to tell you, you're right. The reason our connection was a little screwed up is that there's some, when the alarm system goes on that there's incoming, it takes up bandwidth of the Wi-Fi in the hotel. So that's what it is. And if they ring the full alarm, then I'll have to jump and come back. But right now, I just don't know what happens here. I don't know. There is no peace. No way. I don't know how the Israelis ever allow Hamas to exist in any real way again. I don't know what replaces it. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that looks like in Gaza, let alone in the West Bank. I don't know what it means for America. The Secretary of State is supposedly on the ground here right now. You got a lot of American families that are involved in this. And I don't know how you justify not being on the ground trying to get them back. And I don't know how to do that. I'm not saying that that's an easy thing to do. We can't even get them back from legitimate states, let alone these guys.
I think you're going to see it play out over the coming weeks when Israel continues to make advances in Gaza. And I think you'll hear it play out on a debate of what is too far and when has Israel gone too far and what is the red line and should you just focus on getting the hostages back?
What do you do when they start killing hostages? And what do you do if those hostages are American?
That's right. That's right. And that's going to be a debate, right? And you're going to have the pro Palestinian side, if you will, arguing Israel should do less. And this is just Israel as the uber power and aggressor. And you'll see that political dynamic arguing.
Then why don't those pro-Palestinian factions, or whatever they want to call themselves, or whatever the rationale is, why aren't they banging on the Arab doors? Egypt, not to conflate them with Arabs, but they shut the border to Israel and to Palestine. They don't want the Palestinians. Nobody in the region is absorbing the Palestinians. Nobody ever has. So yeah, Israel has unique problems with them, and there are real questions and concerns about degree and extent of what happened with the West Bank, with Gaza. There's no question about that. There's a long history. Everybody knows it. You can't go in there and just kick their ass because they're using these people as shields. And I think there are more of them than we're being told. And I knew that the American government, the first couple of days, they were like, oh, yeah, we don't have any confirmed reports. I knew they had to have confirmed reports because we had the people here saying my kids are missing. My grandma's missing. So this added element means everything to me because, one, it's got to slow down Israel. I don't know how you go just rolling into Gaza knowing they're going to kill people. And I don't know what America does, because you can say this isn't our fight. We're going to help. Israel's not asking us to. You start seeing dead Americans. I don't see what the right move is.